prop you up here. Okay. Here we are. We are currently live. Today is a very exciting time. And I always say that, but it always is an exciting time. Today, I'm fishing for bass today, but it's a little bit different. It's a pink lure only bass fishing challenge, basically. So I have this pink tackle box here as well. Let me give you a little peek at what's inside. Okay. So we got this. This is the top row. Pop her out like this. Look at this. Okay, row 2 and 3 don't have much in it. Look at this stuff. So that is what we're working with for tonight. I was just gonna rig up all my rods and then go out there and then start the stream. But I decided, let's just start it right now and you can be a part of my decision-making process here. So I've decided these are gonna be something I'm gonna give a try. Also, okay, so I've got 2 rods. I've got this 7-foot bait casting rod. And on there, I'm gonna put these swim baits, and I'm gonna pair it with one of these jig heads. Okay, so that's the idea. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I decided I may as well just go live right now and show you what we're up to. Let's just see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna start a poll right now. Do you think? Okay, I'm putting a poll in the chat. I've got to answer this honestly. Just bear with me here. Okay, there. I've just started a poll in the chat. Do you think I'm gonna catch more than 5 fish or less than 5 fish? Can you shout out my user? I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your name, for one. And we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. I'll keep you in mind though. Plus I'm sure if people want to know, they can check your username out right there anyways. So, oh gosh, let's do a little bit of an unboxing, shall we? All right, okay, welcome everybody. Welcome, this is gonna be a great night. It's actually gonna be really amazing, okay? So bear with me here, let's do a little unboxing. So, did I just lose one? Anywho, Pink puts them on the sink. That's what I'm saying. So that's what we're going with. If you don't remember in the last stream, people who were here last stream would recall, but I said I would fish with pink lures, then I remembered I didn't have any. So I became a little bit of a liar, unfortunately. But we're back at it again. Here's a little bait, nothing too big. I'm just gonna put it on one of these jig heads. I'm gonna pair it up with this jig head right here. So let's just rig this up super quick. Check this out. Okay. So what should I put on the other rod is the question. I have another spinning rod. I was thinking maybe a pink Senko might do us good. But let me know. Let me know what you think I should put on there. But I think the swim bait is going to be a good choice for tonight. If I can rig it properly. Jeez. Jeez. What the heck is going on here? Okay, having a hard time. Let's try something. Here, take a look at what I have. This is what I've got. to my disposal today, as well as some stuff in here. Jacqueline thinks I should try a worm. I think so too. I think I'm with you, Jacqueline. I really do. I think that's going to be the approach for me. What do we have for the... Okay, so as far as the poll goes, 57% think I'm catching less than 5, and 43% think I'm catching more than 5. So the odds appear to not be in my favor so much, which is really unfortunate. 50-50 now. I think we need to have a little more faith. There we go. 56% think I can catch more than 5. I have to agree. I think I am. I feel very confident myself. I think it's going to be great. Mark, Dean Gilberry says hi. Dean, hello. Cole J saying hi back to you. Welcome to the adventure. I say use the crankbait. Yeah. You know what? We'll have to see how it goes. I can only put 2 lures on because I have 2 rods. So we'll see how things end up progressing throughout this wonderful, fantastic bass fishing evening. But swim bait for now. I have a lot of faith. Hello, brother. Hey, how are you doing, mate? I'm glad you're here. This is going to be a great time. I just need to rig this up quick. Okay, here's what we got. Look at this. Oh, it's just lovely, isn't it? Isn't this just lovely? Hello, Jacqueline. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Fine, and you? I am doing absolutely wonderfully this evening. I'm having a great night. Hunting Boy 223 is in the chat, said hi. How are you doing, mate? Cole J says hi. What are you guys up to this evening? Anyone doing some fishing as we speak? Fish Legend 215 said hi. Hello there. Welcome in. Pink lures only. This is the first lure. I'm just deciding on what else to put on. Millen says hi. Tight lines, brother. Thank you. I hope so. That's the plan anyway. What state are you in? I'm in Canada. Ontario, Canada, as a matter of fact. I caught a mullet once. A mullet. What is a mullet? Never heard of a mullet before. Hunting Boy says hi again. Okay, where are you coming from? I am coming from Northern Ontario, Canada. Okay, so I'm in Northern Ontario right now, out of a small lake in Temagami, catching some bass tonight. Hooking up the boat now to head out for the evening bite. Absolutely, I'm with you there. I'm currently about to head out in the evening bite. I just gotta get rigged up here, and I'll be heading out. It's a little bit windy, but we're gonna see how we can manage with that. A small fish. Jacqueline says it's a small fish. Interesting, I've never heard of a mullet before. I've heard of the haircut, I've never heard of the fish though. I'm from Kenya. Right on. What a ways away. Crazy how we can just speak to each other even though you're from so far. Moscow. Smashing some Fantasy Factory beers right now. All right, K-Dog, right on. That's right on. That sounds like a good night. You do surfing. I do not, in fact, surf. I never have. I've tried to stand on a paddleboard before. That's about the furthest I've got, which proved to me that I would not be a good surfer. It's a little bigger than a bass. Okay, a little bigger than a bass. Well, some bass get pretty big. I'll have to look into that. But we'll have to see. What is your on bass? What is your on bass? I'm having a hard time deciphering that message. Going to BC this month for smallmouth bass. BC. Oh, that's sick. So you'll be a couple provinces over for me. That'd be cool. BC would be a sick place to fish. I'm from your same backyard in New Iskard. Really? Right on. From New Iskard. It's a lovely town, isn't it? It's just great. Fish Legend says PB. Oh, I better scroll back and see. What is your PB bass? Okay, great question. I'm glad we're on this topic. And I would love to know your PB bass as well. Hello, Johnny. My name's Cole. Johnny is not currently present. What I'm seeing there, like a daytime. It is daytime currently. It is currently 6:25 p.m. And yeah, we're gonna get after it in a little while. 2.6, that's your PB? Bro said my name Fizza. Who's that? I do not know. Okay, so my PB bass, if we're talking about smallmouth, is, and I've said this before, but I did not have a scale with me, so I don't have a complete 100% idea of what my PB is. But I would say roughly at least 4 pounds, I'll say. At least. So I'm gonna round that up to 5 because I just will. It was a decent one. Did you know there's a flying fish swim bait? No, I did not. I knew there was flying fish. I've heard of that before. I've seen the videos of them fluttering through the air. Like, it's unbelievable. I didn't know there was a lure for it. While here, it's 1:25 a.m. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're 7 hours ahead of me. Nice fish, but I'm talking largemouth. Do you fish for them? Well, so here's the deal with largemouth bass, okay, for me. They're cool. It sounds cool. Here's the deal with me for largemouth bass. Where I'm located in northern Ontario, we don't have any largemouth. So if I want to catch largemouth, I would have to go up, I'd have to go down south a little bit, a few hours. So for me, it's pretty much all smallmouth and pike. But yeah, my PP is 8.5 pounds. Is that a bass? 8.5 pound bass would be crazy. What time is on your country? Current time is 6:27 p.m. That's what we got. In India, it is 3:57 a.m. 3:57. Here's a good question. Why are you not sleeping? Because you're just hanging out here, chatting in the live stream. I understand. No, it's a great place to be. Yeah, because it's night. Yeah, and you're just hanging out, watching me catch some bass. Well, not yet, of course, but. Hey, how are you? Love from India. Welcome. Welcome from India. Welcome to a Canadian live stream. You know what's even cooler? Jacqueline, tell me. Kids Fun says, seriously. Wonder what we're so serious about. I only caught one smallmouth, was only 2 pounds. Well, that's a good fish. So you must not fish for smallmouth as much then. You must be primarily largemouth. Here in Tennessee, we catch rockfish, 20 to 50 pounds. Jacqueline says, I am even cooler. Wow. I am, what is the word I'm looking for? Honored. I'm honored to be cooler than a fly fish swim bait. Truly. What's your country? Canada. Canadian out of Northern Ontario. Also, I'm glad that we have more votes here. 29 votes. I'm glad that 62% of you, whoever voted, says that I'm going to catch more than 5 fish. I think that's great. I don't even have any bait. Yeah, I catch largemouth and channel and flathead, catfish. Those catfish get pretty big, eh? Some of those ones. I don't catch a ton of catfish myself, but what do you do for work? Great question. I work full-time at Toyota at the moment, as a fun fact. And then, of course, I bring these videos to all of my friends whenever I can. Because I'm a stater. So you're from the States. Right on. What's my favorite song? I don't know. It's a good question. I never really thought about it, you know? I don't mind. Whatever song is on, I'm pretty much okay with, except for rap, of course. I despise rap music, but PB flathead is 35 pounds. That's a giant. That's a giant. So do you catch those from shore then? Probably, I would think. Showfly says, hey, hey, hey. Hello, Showflies. Welcome in. Yeah, that's not a bad job. I rebuilt a crankshaft milling machine for Toyota. A crankshaft milling machine. Sounds like quite the project. Misspell, fishing legend. Yeah. Right on. Okay, let's get the show on the road here. Enough of this. Let's get my kayak in the water. Bro, you are the amazing. Well, thank you very much, Kids Fun. You know, I'm very glad that we're able to be here and speak together. How are you doing? I personally am doing fantastic. Absolutely lovely. How are you doing is the better question. R.I.P. some lips, brother. Rip some lips. What am I on about? I'm gonna rip some lips, and that's exactly the goal. And more than 5. I'm gonna prove 36% of you guys wrong. I just subbed. Fish Legend 215. You just proved why your name is absolutely correct. You are in fact a fish legend. Welcome to the adventure. What are we fishing for? Smallmouth bass. Right in front of me is a lovely lake. You know, I'm gonna show you the lake right now. I just finished rigging up my first rod. I'm gonna show you the lake that I'm looking at. Here's the kayak, here's the rig. This is what I'll be heading out in. I'm doing fantastic too, staying cool? Absolutely. That's what I love to hear. My dream fish, the tuna. You know what, that'd be fun to catch. Just trolling somewhere, catching tuna. My dream fish is a bluegill. Well, that's way more attainable than a tuna. Anyways, here's the lake. It's a little bit windy out there, it's looking like. And for me, in my kayak, I don't know how we're gonna do out there, but you know what? We're gonna give it our best, see what happens, and you know, have a great time out there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a little bit of wind. As a matter of fact, it might make the fish a little more active from what I've heard, but I can't be sure. Mine is a 6+ foot alligator gar. Woo! Alligator gar. I have never caught one, but I've seen them, and they look really cool to me. Nice, let's go, man. That's what I'm saying. Is that a lake or river? It is a lake. It's a smaller lake. It's not a super big lake, but a nice lake nonetheless. Be careful, my friend. I will. You know, thanks for that. I do have a life jacket, but I'm gonna stick kind of in better areas for myself and my kayak. Hopefully I can find some nice spots where it's less windy, and also hopefully the wind goes down as we go here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this rod rigged up so that I can head out in the water. But in the meantime, I saw a guy in his live stream reeling in a fish, and the fish got off and stole his frog lure. You know, that sucks. Not only do you lose your fish, but you lose your lure as well. I hope I can stay away from any sort of misery like that. You're my favorite YouTuber. Hey man, thank you very much. I'm glad that I can find people like you to make these live streams for. You know, I'm glad we can hang out here and have a nice little chat. Fish Buddy said hi. Hello there, Fish Buddy. Welcome in. Are you a friend of Fish Legend? You both have a similar name. I wonder. Okay, so what's the verdict here? Let me just do a quick question here. What do you think I should put on out of this box, out of what we see here? That's not a lake, brother. Visit my country to see the lake. It's a small lake. It's a small lake. Northern Kentucky 6.5 largemouth personal best and 33 flathead catfish. Those are some big fish. Paddle tail? So let me show you. This is my one rod, which has a nice paddle tail on it with a jig head. So that's good. But I'm trying to think maybe the gray fish. You talking about this one, Jacqueline? The nice spoon? That's an option. There's also this, I think you got addiction with pink. Okay. Let me just clear something up for everybody currently thinking I have a pink lure addiction. So Matt, last live stream I was gonna fish with a pink lure, just quick to sum this up, and I didn't have any. Everybody said that I should go with pink lures, and I said I would, and then I realized I didn't bring any. So now I'm doing a live stream just pink only. This is actually my girlfriend's tackle box and all of her lures. I don't own this many pink things, so luckily she was able to have some stuff I could use. Those pink worms looking things on the bottom. I think so too. You know, I'm right there with you. What do you think? I think this can get the job done. I have high hopes for that. How can you cast far when the lure is very light? Good question, Sean. So for me, I put my heavier lure on my bait casting rod, so it'll go out pretty good. But for lighter stuff though, I have this rod, which is just a spinning rod. Check that thing out. with a little bit of lighter line, and it'll go good. But you're right though, for light stuff, it needs to be kind of a lighter combo. I agree. Yes, I subscribe, my man. Whisker Biscuit. Welcome to the adventure. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you subscribed. You're not gonna regret it. It's gonna be great. Hey dude, did you know that the black lure makes the lure more visible to fish? I could see that. I could see that, but you know what else? Pink is pretty visible as well. It's kind of my thing. At least pink lures are more visible. They are. Zolo God says yes. Throw tubes or try Ned rig. Z-Man smallies all day. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm with you on that. I have the excuse me. I just swallowed a bug. Pardon me. Throw tubes or Ned rig. Yeah. So I don't have any tubes, unfortunately, which is very too bad. As far as Ned rigs, the best I can do is cutting this swim bait here into two. Which I do have scissors. So later on, the bugs are out, ladies and gentlemen. Bugs are out. Okay, let's tie this on. So for this worm, I'm gonna do, I think we should get him to 25 likes. Who said that? Fish Legend is absolutely correct. If you're seeing this, hit the like button and get up to 25. It wasn't me, it was Fish Legend. So, well, you got some protein. Yeah, let's look at it that way. You know, I did in fact get some protein. I could have been just standing here not getting protein, but you know, I did get some. So how much should I spend on a fishing rod? I want a really good one, but don't want to pay extra for style or gimmicks. What brands are best? Sean, that's a great question. You know what? This is a common mistake that a lot of people face when they first get a rod. Is you don't want to spend. A lot of people are just like you. They don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a rod. So you can get a good rod for like $50, like for real. Just a fishing rod and reel combo for 50 bucks is good enough to, you know, and then you can see what you like about the rod and what you don't like about it, and then buy the next rod according to that. That rod hook is too small for a nil pack. Never heard of that. Could try a fluke, I could. Yamamoto or Guggen worms? You know what? Yamamoto worms are quite good, but so are Guggen worms. I don't know. I think it's whatever you prefer. For me though, I'm gonna say Guggen worms, because I think Guggen worms are better priced, and I think they work just the same. I love flukes or killer for bass. They are. That is why fish have white belly, so fish can't see them as much. Interesting. Very interesting insight. Love the hearts in the bottom right. Whoever's hitting the heart button there. Love the hearts. Love to see it. What's up, CL Productions? Welcome. What's up? I am currently doing a bass lure pink only fishing challenge video as soon as I get rigged up, and I'm doing great. How are you doing? Anything Japanese is really good in the States. Right on. I wonder how that correlates. Gail is the one doing the hearts. Much appreciated. 51 votes on the poll. 59% are in favor of catching more than 5 fish. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm just gonna focus up and get this rigged here quick so I can get out in the water, start catching some fish. Okay. And normally I'd use a different hook for this, but I'm doing the best I can out here with my my pink lures only. Oh, it just broke. That's unfortunate. Excuse me, there's lots of bugs out here. Are real worms better than lures? When would you pick one over other lure? It's a good question. It depends how you're fishing. So live bait is going to be good in any situation period, actually. So when you want to use live bait is pretty much whenever. But if I'm doing lots of casting, I'm going to want something that's going to stay on the hook a little better, something I can put more action to without having it, you know, fall off or something. But if you're just on shore, casting out, letting it sit there, for sure live bait's going to be better. Those lures look sick. They really do. I think so too. Cheapest rod setup. One, a branch from a local tree, some fishing line and a hook. Yeah, if you want to go really cheap, just go to the back 40 and get yourself a nice stick. I just caught an 11-pounder today. What kind of fish was that? That's a really important detail. How's it going today, Grumpy Bass? I'm doing great. I'm going wonderfully. How are you doing today? You should try carp fishing. You know what? It's interesting you should say that. I was just thinking about that the other day. Carp fishing would be fun. I don't know how to do it though, so I need someone to give me some tips or something. Japan is small, so they have a very small count of fresh bodies of water. So when they come here, they know the secret techniques. Interesting thought. Perhaps you're very right. What do you call a Guggenworm that answers questions? I don't know. You'll have to fill me in on that. Largemouth on a small wacky rig in Tampa. 11-pound largemouth bass. You know what? Congratulations to you for catching that fish. My biggest largemouth is nowhere near that because I don't catch largemouth that much. But if I caught an 11-pounder, it would make my year. For real. Hope you catch a donkey? I think I will. I think I will. What is your PB? My PB smallmouth is around 5 pounds. So a little room for improvement. Maybe I'll catch it tonight. We'll have to see. Let's go, everyone. Like and subscribe. Whisker Biscuit. Thank you very much for those kind words. And you know what? I think everybody should listen to that comment. Like and subscribe from Whisker Biscuit. Not from me. I didn't say anything. It was Whisker Biscuit. A Google worm. Jacqueline, where would you learn a joke like that, or did you come up with it? A simple weight and some corn. So you just put a weight on, put a hook on, put some corn, cast it out. Seems pretty easy, and mostly just from shore, I guess, right? It was crazy? No doubt. No doubt. I think that's insane. Like, yeah. But we're using a pink lure. I don't know. Grab your camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. You know what? You're not the only person that asked me that, and I just discovered what that is the other day. What does that mean? But I'll just there. Have I done it? Am I Lamar Jackson now? Shut up and fish. Well, we know where David Boyer stands on the matter. David Boyer suggests I should just stop talking and fish. Which perhaps he's right. I don't know. Maybe I should. But stay tuned, David, because we're getting after it here very soon. If you like fishing, check me out. I perhaps will. I do like fishing, so I came up with it. Very creative. What type of line do you use? Right now I've got 12-pound fluorocarbon on this rod. The other rod I have 20-pound fluorocarbon, which is a bit heavy for bass, but it was a pike lure, so we're gonna go with it. Make sure with the corn you let them eat it fully. Yeah, I've heard they're kind of finicky with it a little bit. Hope you don't run into any catfish, my mate. Yeah, I hope not either. I shouldn't. I don't know if this lake has catfish in it, so I might be okay. Might be just a bass lake. Okay, here we go. Look at this beauty. Woohoo! All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Jacqueline has another joke. Okay, well, wait, first of all, I've also caught a 7-pound largemouth on a live bluegill. Dude, you are tearing it up over there. Has anybody else in the chat caught a bigger fish than CL Productions? What do you call a musical fish? A bass? I don't know. David Boyer, can you state your opinion without being so rude? It's all right. You know what? It's all good. Or you could try Spam. I've heard canned ham is very well. It does very well at catching them. Bass Daddy 225, 12-pound pike. Pretty good. Hey, it was a bass. I was right, Jacqueline. You gotta give me some credit for that. Goodness gracious. Okay. So I guessed Jacqueline's joke right, which is great. You gonna talk or are you gonna fish? I'm gonna do both. David, I'm gonna do both. I'm glad you're still here, by the way. I'm gonna talk for right now, finish rigging up, which I'm done, by the way. So you're gonna be very happy to know that I'm rigged up. And then I'm gonna fish. And not only am I gonna fish, I'm gonna catch bass like never before. Bam, bam, fish on, let's get it. Soon. Hope you catch something worth that. With that, I will. I think I will. I have high hopes. 38-pound carp, that's massive. 20-pound carp. Jacqueline loves fishing. Also caught a 100-pound blue marlin on charter in Hawaii. Well, CL Productions, you are catching fish like nothing else. Can you give me a mod? We'll have to see. You know, I'm not 100% certain on how I'm going to do a moderation system, if I'm going to do it at all, but you know, I'll keep you in mind. That's what I'll say to that. But for now, we're just going to go with this and see what we can get done. But here's the goal. Okay, here's the big master plan for me at the moment. I'm going to get set up and I'm going to get fishing. How does that sound? In the meantime, Fishing Legend says, all right, yeah. No, you are a fish legend though. Your name is very appropriate. Fish Legend. Okay, question for everybody here watching right now. What should I start off with as I'm getting my stuff in the kayak? Should I go with that swim bait or should I go with that Senko as my first lure? I don't know. Nick Trump 30-pound blue GG. That must be some sort of ocean fish or something. Is that freshwater? There's no way. Okay, we have a question. We have to address. I'm really curious about it. That what you think about spin fishing rods. I will buy one, but I don't know if I'd be able to use it. I'm planning on to use 2 and 6.5 with 25 inch. So about spin fishing rods. So I assume you're talking about like the spin cast thumb activated ones. I think they're great. I think there's nothing wrong with them. If it works for you and you like it, then that's perfect. That's all it's about. So like, you know what I mean? It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. Just go with it. I say go with it. Let's get some fish. Let's do it. Bro, 30-pound bluegill is cap. If he's talking about bluegill, that is 100%. There's no way that's true, obviously. We're just spreading lies. What is the best largemouth bass lure and colors? You know, for largemouth, some people would say a frog if you like topwater. Some people would then say some sort of Senko or soft plastic. I think it depends on the situation very heavily. I don't think you can really officially say one lure is the best. I think it really depends, but so I'm not entirely sure. But colors depends on the lake you're fishing yet again. Definitely the Senko, do a wacky rig or a Texas rig. Those are what I catch my bass on. So I got a Texas rig on my one rod. So that's the plan for me. Okay, we're rigged up. I think. Set all this stuff here. Sitters in there. Okay. Right. Max there. It's going down. If you catch your PB, you should do a vid on largemouth in West Virginia. It is very good fishing. Perhaps I will. Maybe I'll have to make a nice trip to West Virginia, catch some tank largemouth bass. Pants on fire. Right on. Thanks for the motivation. No problem, man. Any other questions, drop them in, and I will try my best to respond. But just do whatever you need. It can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be. We'll just go with that. Make me a mod. I will mute old David. I think David might have muted himself because he was sick of hearing me. But oh, there he is. You can't have a poll if he doesn't fish. All right, David, give me 5 minutes. Not even that. You're my favorite fishing YouTuber, Seal Productions. Thank you very much. From a guy that's caught 11-pound largemouth bass. That's pretty great. Did you know that tuna is the smartest fish? That's why they don't bite as much. I've heard tuna are very sought after, maybe is the word. A lot of people targeting them. But I figured they're decently smart. Stefan Hickman has subscribed. Welcome, Stefan. It's gonna be a great time. You're not gonna regret it. It's gonna be a great night. Stick with it, stay tuned. And let's get this kayak in the water before David puts another comment in. Let's get in the water. Ugh. Oh man. Jeez, is it ever windy out here? I subbed and liked. Song. Oh geez, I almost fell over. Way to be there, man. Way to subscribe. Absolutely love that. Welcome. I'll take this moment now to say that I am currently at, I'm not sure how many subscribers I'm at right now, but the point is, at 2,000 subscribers, I'm doing a big giveaway. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned and be subscribed for that, because it's gonna be good. We are pushing 50 likes, we can do it. We are getting there, Fish Legend. Let's do it. Let's get there. Zam said hi. Zam's in the chat. Welcome in. Okay, check these out. 1.9K subs. Right on. Love that. Thanks for the update. So we're gonna need, we just need a few more. That's it, that's all. We can do that, I'm sure. We get up to 2,000, giveaway time. Okay, that's that. Oh, I had these glasses, okay? Last time I did a kayak fishing stream, I sat in here and I couldn't read the chat very well from where I was all the way back there. So now I have these. So there we go. Now I can see what you guys are saying much easier. Rippin' Lips Outdoors said hi. How you doing? Bassin Bros Casting for Chris has subscribed. Welcome everybody. Welcome into the group. Welcome to the adventure. Zam's in the chat again. Rippin' Lips Outdoors. Quantum. Jacqueline's excited about something. So am I. I'm excited to catch these bass right now. Arctic just subscribed. Thank you very much. Ellie the Fisherman is in the adventure. Here for the journey. Love to see it. Are you Jewish by religion, brother? I'm not. I'm not Jewish, no. Nice glasses. Yeah, thanks very much. They are, aren't they? It's required though. You should come try Tampa. We got great fishing spots if you need video ideas. If I'm ever in Tampa, I will have to find out where those 11-pound largemouth are at. Best YouTuber? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Zam. I'm glad you're here. Catching carp? I'm actually, right now I'm catching nothing. Just ask David, he'll tell you. But I'm catching bass right now. Ellie the Fisherman just subscribed. Thank you very much. Pistol Pete just subscribed. Look at all these people. We're pushing for 2,000 and we're getting a big giveaway at 2,000. So this is great. This guy looks like a Sam. Buckets is back again. I don't know if I look like a Sam or not. I've had time to study your comments and I think I look like a Cole. Actually, right now I look like a senior citizen. Let me just push those back up. What's up, you doing? You're my favorite YouTuber. Hey, thank you, Ellie the Fisherman. Way to be here. You remind me of the squirrel chick from SpongeBob. Dang! I was really hoping I wouldn't give off negative impressions with my glasses. It is what it is. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. Everybody's awesome. We're all awesome here. If you're here, you're awesome. That's just a fact. Good luck out there. Catch them all. I'm going to. 50 likes. We got 49. We got 49. We just need one more. We're at 50 and everyone will be happy. Senior citizen, LOL. Yeah, I can't let my glasses fall too low. Okay, let's get in the water. Oh dear. Oh man. Okay, let's just make sure you can see me already. Oh, we got 55 likes. Holy cow. We just destroyed the goal. You got a girlfriend? I do. As a matter of fact, this is her tackle box. So shout out to Gail, who's watching back at home. Another bug I just took on. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I got a cramp right now. David, if you're listening, we're in the water. There's no need to fear because we are here. Welcome to the lake, everybody. Welcome to the lake. Geez, I still can't see the chat very well from here. It's very, very unfortunate. Okay. It's because the sun's in my eye, that's what it is. Okay, so it is windy. It is quite windy. But that's okay. We're gonna make the most of it out here. Jeez, is it ever windy, eh? Really too bad. Oh boy. We'll save some women for the rest of us. I will. I've just got the one. Matter of fact, I think I might have the best one. So I apologize for stealing her, but not really. Gone wrong video in real time. No! We can't let it be. Okay, here we go. What do we start with? I'm just gonna cast the swim bait around, get something going. Try to get a fish in the boat as soon as possible. You know, it's sketchy out here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to everybody here. It is a little bit sketchy. For real. I really hope this wind calms down. For every fish you catch, I will fish an extra hour of my next trip. Oh man. Hold on, I'm heading for shore. Pretty fast, actually. Okay, alright. I see. So let's do that then. I will. Well, actually, I have to catch more than 5 fish. That's a requirement. Okay, here's the thing. It's really windy out here. No, it really is. I don't know, man. I'm just not so sure. If I was in a boat, it'd obviously be fine. But I think I'm gonna have a very good time navigating. What are you targeting? I'm targeting smallmouth bass tonight. This lake is a pretty good bass spot if I can get myself organized here. But I don't know. Oh man. If you catch a fish, oh, I missed it. Dang. I wish this was a little bit closer, you know? It's too bad. What state is this? This is Canada, and I'm in Ontario right now. What's wrong with my grumpy bass? What's going on with grumpy bass? We need an update. Grumpy bass, we need an update. Wellness check. If you catch a fish, I'll do 10 push-ups. Please shout me out. I will shout you out maybe if I catch a fish and you actually do the 10 push-ups. Okay, we're gonna get a line in the water. I gotta get a bass in the boat immediately. Let's see if I can not flip over. Make the best case here. No, it's not gonna work very well for us here. Oh boy. Oh boy. The wind is a massive detriment to my evening fishing adventure here. Really not ideal for me at all. Jeez. What I need to do is find a nice calm bay or something I can put myself in. That way I can just, you know, chill out. But as far as right now, the waves are splashing in. Not good. We're at 60 lakes. Are we? I can't see from here. The sun's blinding me and it's not a good, I'm not in a good spot as far as my positioning right now. But that's great. I'll take your word for it, but I'm really happy to hear that. Can you even hear me? I feel like the wind is just attacking me, I feel like. Dear me. I can't even read. I still can't even read. Readjustment, maybe. What you planning on throwing? I am planning on, for the time being, I'm gonna use this pink swim bait, paddle tail, and as a backup, behind me here, I have a Senko. In case I wanna fish it something a little bit slower, I got the Senko as a little bit of a backup. That way, I can make sure I get all the fish I can get, but swim bait for now, find some fish, and then I can maybe slow it down with something like a Senko, but let's see. I'll post the push-ups on my channel. Right on, okay, okay. Well, if you do that, and I go back, if I catch a fish, I'll have to go on your channel and check out those push-up videos. All right? I'll have to. If we get 100 likes, then you jump in the water. I don't know if I should make that deal or not. How about this? I'll make you a deal. If we get to 150 likes at the end of the stream, I will jump in the water, sure. Okay, sure. Just, it has to be 150. 100 is too, it's just, we're almost like kind of there, you know? 150 I'll go in. From shore, of course, not from my kayak. I'm not insane. I wouldn't want to lose this. Off the kayak? No! No! We are not risking anything too much. But I'll go on shore and I'll plunge. How about that? Best I can do, because I can't risk losing all my things. No, that's unfair. How is that unfair? I just created something out of thin air. And before it was nothing, and now it's something. You know? But that's the situation. Ben Outdoors is in the chat. Hit that like button. Uh-oh. I'm afraid but it's your job to get everyone to like if you really want this to happen to me. Which, you know what? It's a nice day out. It is. But I have to catch fish so that we get some push-ups done. Not for me, but for someone else. Where are you at? I am in a small lake located in Canada, Ontario. Catching bass. Well, not yet, but that's the plan anyway. Ah, man. Jumping from shore, 150 jumping from kayak. No! No! I can't, if I jump from the kayak, I risk losing all my friends. I can't risk losing all my friends. 150 likes and he jumps in the water. Here's the thing though, at the end of the stream I jump in the water. Let's just get this clear. Because I don't want to be all wet while I'm still fishing, you know? So you have to stick around to the end if you want to see that. Do it from shore. I want to keep my tackle box. Gail, don't worry. At the end of the stream, the deal is I'll go to shore. I'll jump in the water off a rock or something maybe. And then I'll keep the tackle box and all my gear. 73 likes. We're getting there. Hey, while you're all pressing the like button, you may as well subscribe as well. Just throwing it out there, you know. Just you may as well. I have a feeling he will get 150 likes. It's a tough thing, because like, I hope I do, of course. But at the same time, I'm punished if I do. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Fred is in the chat, welcome. Is the water warm? I don't know, I wouldn't give it the characteristic of warm. I'd say maybe it's not super cold, but it's still gonna be a shock nonetheless. Cool, I got a Canadian. Can I get a Canadian to say y'all? Y'all! It's gonna be a good night. Ben Outdoors. Canadian just said y'all. Where are you kayaking at? Canada? In the beautiful Northern Ontario waters. In a little lake called Caribou Lake in Temagami. I'll buy you a pole if we get 5K likes. Okay. Now I want everyone to like the video so I can get a free fishing pole from Ellie the fisherman. Or Eli the fisherman, rather. I'm not entirely sure. What is your PB? My PB bass is about 5 pounds, smallmouth. I don't catch much largemouth, but about 5 pounds smallmouth. 150 likes jumping from the shore with the kayak strapped to you. What's going on here? What's up with this? What's up with this? The kayak's gonna be on shore. I'll be in the water. I don't know if I have to swim with my kayak per se. Have you caught anything? I just joined. First of all, welcome. Welcome in. You've joined a wonderful place. What about rock bass? Rock bass are, oh, as far as my PB? I don't know. I don't catch too many rock bass. Grab the cam for a Lamar edit. 3 people now have asked me for a Lamar edit. Never heard of it. Also, the camera's too far away, but this is the best I can do. Other bass in Yosemite National Park. I'm not sure. Never been there. Never heard of it. My PB pike is 34.5 inches. So I don't know how that weighs, but I just subscribed. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the adventure. Thank you very much for that. You just joined the adventure of a wonderful place. I will like if you put your foot in the water. No, because then my foot's all wet. You know what I mean? Remember me? You were in the chat last time, weren't you? You were in the chat last time. I do remember your name. Best caster or spinner? Bait caster or spinner? It really depends. I use both, of course, like tonight, but it really depends. I do love a bait caster, but spinning rods do have their time and place, and they must not be discounted. Okay. I can't get my hook off of here. There we go. Let's catch some fish. Fish, bro. You got it. Damn, you really can't read from there. I know, isn't it terrible? I even have glasses on, and I have to go like this. I need to do some adjustments and make this a bit closer, because it's unfortunate. Okay, all right, line's in the water. My PB largemouth is 9 pounds, and I don't know how many ounces. Oh! I just lost one. I just lost a good one. Wow! Where are you fishing at? Caribou Lake in Temagami in Canada. How do you know it was 9? Yeah, that's a good question. If you take your hat off, I would like. Well, in that case, there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, here's the situation. I just lost a bass on like my very first cast, and now I need to get the net ready for this next one. Do you eat the fish you catch? Every now and again I do. More often than not, it's a catch and release situation. Tonight it's gonna be all catch and release because I don't plan on keeping any of these. But you know, I do sometimes. Have you ever fished California area? Never have. I'm snagged currently. Currently snagged. Okay, we're good. The sun's really blinding me here. I can't believe I missed a bass just then. It's a bit unbelievable, really. My biggest fish I caught was a catfish. How about you? What about you? My biggest, snagged again, by the way. My biggest, I don't know. I've caught sheephead, which were pretty decent sized. I've caught pike that were okay too. So, I guess a pike is my biggest. 34.5-inch pike at, I don't know how many pounds that is, maybe 12 or so. Just a wild guess, of course. Just a wild guess. That's nice, bait caster. I used to have one sturdy. Yeah. Yeah. I love bait casters though. I have nothing to say against them. Fish are biting. They are. They actually are. The only issue is that, okay, pause. Right in front of me, there's a really nice calm bay, okay? And so I'll be able to fish there without having the wind attacking me. Have you ever caught catfish before? I have caught some. I don't target them very often. I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't know, I'd rather catch bass, but I have caught catfish. My hat! My hat! Go back! Go back! Now you know I'm not lying about the wind. Gosh, recovery mission. Good Lord. Have mercy. Well, now I have a wet hat. That's okay. Woo! It's nice and cool in the head. Good gosh. I'll be excited to get out of the wind here a little bit. It's raining where I am. You should have seen the rain earlier where I was. But I'm glad it's cleared up so I could hang out with my friends here. Sheephead are good fighting. They sure are. I caught one in like 20 feet of water and it was fun. It was great fun. Put it on backwards so it doesn't fall off. I think we should be okay now. I think we should be okay because we're getting into this calm bay here. Changing the plan to fish 20 push-ups. Eli, the fisherman, just changed his rules. 20 push-ups to fish. Man, you might have some work to do. Alex said hi. Hey, Alex, welcome here. The hat, yeah, we got it back. You know, it's all good. We can't lose the Cole J Fishing Adventures hat. That would be seriously detrimental. But here we are, okay? It's way calmer in here. Thank goodness, because I don't know how much longer I would have lasted if the wind kept up like that. But, okay, let's just chill here and catch some bass, shall we? Oh, my word. I hope there's fish on this point. But, have you ever caught a catfish before? Like I said, I have caught some. Not very many. But I've just caught little catfish in like rivers and stuff. Yeah, not very many. Try casting under low-hanging trees near shore. There aren't a ton of them around here. This is it's a really rocky area I'm in, but if I do see any, I will. Thanks for the tip, though. Hola. Hola! Welcome to Cole J Fishing Adventures. I'm glad you're here to join the journey. What's a 6.9 a good time ruined by it? To be honest, I don't know what we're trying to do with that comment. Maggie said hi. Any brush pikes? I don't know if there's any pike in this lake. Honestly, I don't think there are. I think it's just bass, which is nice. I don't have to worry about putting a leader on or anything. Eli the fisherman, I subbed. I'm glad you did. I'm excited to see those push-up videos once I'm done here. I've caught a carp one time in a very small pond and a pound bass that broke my rod. So the carp was okay, but the bass broke your rod. I'd love to know how that happened. Oh, brush piles. Sorry, you know what? My vision, it isn't as great as some other people. Brush piles, there are. Right ahead of me there's a beaver house right there, so I'll head down there. It's all part of the calm bay. But my bad on that one. Piles, yeah. No, I got you, man. I got my rod and my bait. As I sit here and wait, I say, here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. That's one way to attack fishing evening. Have you caught a muskie? I never have. But that doesn't mean that I don't think it'd be really cool to catch a muskie. In my last live stream, someone was saying they caught a 50-inch muskie on their lunch break, which, that is simply fascinating. How big do muskie even get? Like, that's a tank muskie. Is there a muskie or any bigger fish in there? I don't think so. No, I'm not entirely sure there are. There's some big pike in here. I'm gonna find out first. Sorry, some big bass here. I'm gonna find them. I am gonna find them. Okay. We're headed across the lake. I need like magnifying glasses. The rod I used was meant for bluegill and crappie. And you caught a carp on it. Yikes. Yikes. Have you got a sturgeon before? Never have. You know, these are some of the fish species that I'd like to be able to say that I have in fact caught them. But I have to sit here and say that no, I didn't, even though I would. My PB is a 20-pound carp. 20 pounds. Here's a question. Do carp fight really good? I've never caught one, so I don't know. But like, do they fight hard, or are they just heavy? You know what I mean? You know, some fish are just heavy. I don't know. 21-pound catfish. You guys are catching some big fish. It's impressive numbers, I think. Just hopped on, right on, nice to see you. What state are you in? So I'm from Canada. I'm currently fishing out of Canadian waters, more specifically Northern Ontarian waters. And there's a nice spot over here I'm gonna go to. There should be some fish there. Best fighting fish, really? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, I guess when they're not big, I guess, you know, like it's hard for them not to fight well because they're just so heavy. You know. Okay. We're currently approaching a nice looking spot. I hope the wind settles itself down though as the course of this evening goes on. Did that say 95 likes? Oh boy. Oh boy. If you catch largemouth, then equals 50 push-ups. Well, that's a good bet. Pretty safe bet for you, considering I don't think there's any largemouth in this lake at all. So you may as well do 2,000 push-ups for it, because I don't think it's gonna happen. But we can only hope, right? Let's get him to 150. Is it 96 likes now? Holy cow. You guys aren't messing around, are you? 150. I thought that was a safe number. Yikes. Okay, I need to catch one right now. We need Eli the fisherman to do 20 push-ups. At least. That's at minimum. It's crazy to me how I can't read. Like, it's literally right there. How can I not see it? It's too bad. Do you guys have bowfin up there? We don't. We're very basic here where I'm fishing. We're very basic. We have like limited species, but I have to go down south and keep going down south for a little while to get on some bowfin, I think. What lure you recommend a beginner fisherman throwing for largemouth? Again, I would say it would depend where you are. And on my, you know, it's a good question. I definitely think it depends where you are, but I think like Senkos are gonna be up there. So if you don't fish those right now, I'd highly suggest learning how to fish with a wacky rigged or Texas rigged Senko and just flip that in shallow shore areas with shade and grass and stuff like that. If you rig them weedless, you can kind of fish it through the grass. I think that's a great way to get largemouth. That's what I would say. How do I like? I'm not sure. I guess there should be a button on the side or something that says like. But if you're ever around that button, I mean, I think the subscribe button's pretty close. So, you know, double tap the screen or that. I guess you can double tap the screen if you're tech savvy. Honestly, I hate Senkos. Really? So you must have tried them before. I'd love to know why. I don't often hear that. pretty much everybody that I know that's tried Senkos likes them. But if you don't like them, I mean, that's fine. Some people don't. So there's other soft plastic lures you go, or you can just go with a crankbait or something easier to, you know, to fish with if you're more of a want to fish hard baits. Chatterbaits are really good. Things like that. But if you hate Senkos, yeah, I don't know. Of course, there's always the option of top water as well, which is pretty nice. What kayak is that? Ooh. I don't know. What are we in? Journey 10 SS kayak. It's a very basic fishing kayak. By no means is it a luxury piece. It does get the job done though, so far anyway. I just got a Canadian Tire, so yeah. To subscribe, click the 3 dots at the bottom at the top of the screen. That's more geared towards you guys, I think, that comment. If you read that, go over and subscribe, you know what I mean? What's the harm? It's free. You know, it's free. Never caught a fish on them? Hate them, never caught a fish on them. Interesting. Interesting. I catch fish on them all the time. So maybe you just need to give them more of a chance. Hate throwing Senkos? Do a kickflip out of my kayak? That would go horribly wrong. Can't catch fish, but it doesn't take any... They catch fish, but it doesn't take any skill. I mean, there's always some level of skill involved. Oh boy. Oh my, jeez, I almost just tipped over. There's a fish in here. Here's the plan. I'm gonna use a Senko right now, just because I just almost freaked out. I thought I lost my rod. Holy cow! I just got a freaking heart palpitation just then. Here's that kind of, oh gosh. The wind's taking me. More like wacky rig. Yeah. That's the plan. If I could just get out of the wind, because there is a bass right behind me. It was in your hand. Yeah. No, I looked back here. I saw the empty slot where my net usually is. My net's right here. I thought I lost something for a second. Terrible. A pink wacky rig. Catch something in 60 seconds. I'll dono $10. I don't even know if you can donate, but you know what? I'll give it a shot. Why not, right? Where's my wacky rig? Get ready for this, okay? Get ready for this. This is about to be a bass masterclass. And I mean that as well. Get ready for this. I'm serious. It's about to go down. I'm serious. Okay. There's fish in here. Get ready. I prefer a ribbon tail. Drop shots are good. What's up, Richard? How you doing? My kayak keeps getting turned around when I at the least good time. Okay, but the thing is, there are fish right next to me. And that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. You know, it's not easy kayak fishing. You know what I mean? How do you use that kind of rod? The spinning rod? It's hard to explain to somebody that's never fished with one. But a very, oh wow, I think I just saw a bass. A very simple breakdown is you just open the bail, grab the line, hold the line so it doesn't unspool, and then chuck it out. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. At first it can look a little bit maybe intimidating is the word. I really want to know where this bass is. Goodness gracious, he's got to be in here. He was just there. The problem is there's a glare. There's a glare on the screen, and that's the problem. Ugh. What's the average size of smallmouth in there? I've only fished this lake once, but I do know there's good ones in here. Maybe average is a couple pounds maybe, with some bigger, some smaller. I'll have to say. I don't really bass fish as much. Bass fishing is pretty fun. It's one of my favorite types of fishing. But of course, that's pretty much all I have is where I am, is bass and pike, so it doesn't leave me with much choice. Well, then there's walleye and other stuff too, but, you know. Use smoked pearl Senkos. I caught a whole lot at a tournament. A tournament? You know, tournament fishing sounds pretty cool. I don't know. But I'm only allowed to use pink lures for tonight. Those are the rules. I pike fish the most. Yeah, I pike fish a lot myself. What's your biggest pike then? That's a good question. Did you beat me, I wonder? You're at 111 likes? Are you kidding me? Maggie, is that for real? Goodness gracious. Well, that's good. Odds are I'm going in the water then. Dear me. Oh boy. 37.4 inches is my PB pike. Yeah, you destroyed my personal best. Destroyed my personal best, which is 34.5. Wait, I guess that's not so bad. 112. Thanks, Richard. What's up, my dude? Colby? Colby, you've been here before. I recognize you, Colby. I'm doing great. What's up is I'm trying to catch bass while facing the wind, and I've lost 2. So, you're reeling too fast on the wacky rig? Am I? Am I too distracted? Okay, in honor of that comment, I'm gonna slow down my fishing style. Okay, we'll just give it a minute. You're probably right, I probably am. Gotta give it some time, you know? Gotta give it some time. You watched my long form? Yeah, and you were in the live stream too, barely, sir. Around that size, yeah. You need to jig. Jig 3 times, then reel. Let it sink, okay. And I have a jig head on here, which normally I wouldn't do. But today I am. Carter said hi. Hello, Carter. I'm back. Thank goodness. Never knew you left. I was too fast on wacky rig. Yeah, me and you might be the same kind of thing, Richard. I might be getting a little ahead of myself. Maybe I should go back to the swim bait. Oh, I just cast it on shore. So, the wind is just pushing me down in this area. Yikes. Oh man. What do you do? Okay, I know I reeled too fast just then, but I decided I'm gonna change lures. I'm gonna go to my swim bait again where I had the most luck. But it doesn't mean I won't come back to the Senko. Just had to make a little tactical adjustment. Get back out where the bass are. There's 2 pounders to be caught and maybe 3. There are. There are. And we're gonna find them. Me and all of you are gonna find the bass and make Eli do push-ups. Everybody should do push-ups. You know, push-ups are never a bad thing. You're never gonna finish doing push-ups and be like, geez, I really wish I didn't do that. So Eli, you're not gonna regret it. Especially when I catch 10 bass and you have to do 100 now. Or sorry, 200, you're doing 20 now. Okay. All right, here's a nice spot. This spot is the spot I caught a fish on last time I was here, so this is good. Except I'm gonna crash into shore pretty hard. It's not easy doing this. Bounce your swim bait off bottom. That technique has caught me so many fish on swim baits. Me too. Me too. Just let it work the bottom and rig it slowly. Reel it in slowly along the bottom with a couple of hops there. Perfect. Oh boy. I just got bit. I think there might be just small bass right where I am right now because a lot of them bite. You should use an artificial frog. I caught my PB on that. Yeah, yeah. Top water would be fun to do. It's too windy though right now. And I don't have any pink, unfortunately. Something's seriously wrong here. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. My gamer world said hi. Hello! Cole J saying hi to you from a kayak. Welcome into the video. Stream. Oh! Oh! No! Ah! Ah! Oh, I just lost a freaking tank. It's too bad because you can't see what I see, but I see what I see, and that's too bad. And he broke my swim bait. Dang! What are you using right now? I was using a paddle to the swim bait, but now it's gone. Ah, shame. How's your day? How's your day? It's really good. No, it is. It is. Frogs don't catch giant bass. They can. They can. Depends. They catch all kinds though. How's your day? Yeah, it is great, but how is your day? You know, that's what I'm more concerned about. We need a GoPro? I know. I don't know exactly how that would work. If I could like switch views, you know what I mean? So when I want to speak to you, I can switch the view, but if I want to go to GoPro, I can switch the view. I don't know how it would work, but I do agree that it'd be really cool. Because then you'd see this disaster. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna rake back up because there's obviously fish to be caught. Oh, let's get my tackle box. Disclaimer, this is not my tackle box. This is my girlfriend's tackle box, and I'm using it because she has pink lures and I don't. So there you go. No, I do not own a fully pink tackle box. Just to clear up any sort of confusion around that. Okay, all right. All right, what are we thinking here? What state am I fishing? I'm sure a lot of the viewers know by now that I am fishing out of Canada currently. Ontario, Canada is my location. Someone commented on my latest video and said, why are American fish so small? And I thought to myself, first of all, that pike was okay. And I'm from Canada. So, yeah. Maybe he's in the live stream now. Get him? I will. Louisiana is where it's at. For Texas and Florida. For bass? And anywhere in the south. Yeah, the south is good. I feel like the more south you drive, it's just, the bass fishing gets better as you go. I feel like. Minnesota isn't too big for that state. Try using a popper. I could. Richard knows I'm from Canada. Right on. Right on. We certainly are. I just gotta get us a Canadian bass. Won't it be so nice when I can just show everybody a nice bass that I have? Are you... Also, you should trespass if you can. Interesting point. I don't know. Sometimes trespassing leads to, we'll say, legal issues. Talking to Jaden? Right on. Alaska has some pretty big fish. That's where you're from? What kind of fish are we talking here? Currently snagged. I found a rock, essentially is what I did. I would love to go to America and catch my first bass. Whoa, my snag just came out. Yeah. Cat, there's no bass in Africa? How do we know this? Maybe there are. I wouldn't know. I just know there's bass right here. I gotta make sure my net is really ready. Because I can't be like missing out on fish anymore. I have my own pond. And I tried using the frog for the first time and caught 3 bass. You have your own pond. Hey man, maybe I should come by and check it out. Maybe I'll build my own pond. That'd be kind of sick. He said he caught bass in Africa. Could be. Could it be? I'm not sure. I fish in drinking water and the bass are 4 to 5 pounds and they have signs everywhere. Okay, so you trespass in drinking water and catch fish. Well, why would there be fish in the drinking water anyways? You know what I mean? So of course they filter it, and then if they filter it, like what's the problem? That's my view on this. My PP is 16 pounder. There's no way that's a bass. That's crazy. What brand are you using? Of swim bait brand? I'm using power bait. That's what I got. Good old fashioned power bait. Nothing wrong with that. 116. Oh boy. Garcia. Oh, for my rod. My rod is a Abu Garcia Max Pro. That's my rod. And it's a good one. I just bought it this year. Hope I don't like lose it or anything, because I do lose rods. That's just crazy. Just crazy. Yeah. Okay. It's time to get a fish in the boat. There's nothing else to say. Sometimes I feel like I need more space, you know? Like in my kayak. Currently snagged on a rock. Oh boy. I wonder what the pole is at right now. Is the pole still there? Get a 10 pounder. You should go live at Banff. They're a nice bass over there. They live on the bait. Ugh. You know, it'd be nice if I wasn't snagged all the time. Like half the time I'm on the rock. Okay, we're just gonna hang out here for now. It's nice and calm. Stop reading chat for a bit, just fish for a while. I'd like to. But I also like talking to my friends, you know? But I do have to catch some bass. And I'm in a nice spot right now, so I can just kind of relax. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Frick snags, I know. I know! I'm in a war against snags. An absolute war. I think, for some reason, I think this cast is gonna catch me a fish. I don't know why, I just have that feeling. You know what I mean? You ever get that feeling? You're my best friend, Cole J Fishing. Andrew Little. Love to see you here. Welcome to the live adventure. I'm glad you're here. Goodness gracious. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing fantastic. I certainly am. I have a Primus and a speed stick bait caster. That's a nice rod. I would get nice rods, but the problem is I lose them all the time and I break them all the time, so it's just not worth it for me to get like a really high quality rod, you know what I mean? Not that this is a bad rod, it's a really good rod, but it's just not, it's just, gotta be careful. Okay, we're on. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. My net's stuck. My net is stuck. Yes! Oh my gosh. This is what we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed by now, surely this smallmouth bass can convince you otherwise. Look at this beauty. You know, it's not the biggest bass I've ever caught, but that's okay. It's okay because we got one in the boat. Look at this. Let's go. I love the sound of a baitcaster. So do I. I also love the sound of bass. Did you get a nice glimpse of them there? That's a dark bass. It is a dark bass. It is a dark bass. Let's get him back swimming. There you go, pal. 20 push-ups, Eli. Don't forget. Don't forget, and don't think I won't go ahead and watch. If you're still here, make sure you get them done. You know what I mean? Hell, I'll do them too. I'll do them with you. I won't post it though, but I'll do them on the side. You'll have to take my word for it. Ah, he left. Did he leave? Now he'll never know. Eli. Nice one. It's a good one. It's a good one. We started out, you know what I mean? So, nice one on the pink lure. Goes to show you that there's nothing wrong with some pink bait, you know what I mean? Love to see it. Right off this nice rocky point. What's my favorite lure? Oh, a while ago we said I gotta go. Dang it, Eli. Fortnite Gamer 14 just subscribed. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you're part of the journey. Stay tuned and it's gonna be a good time. Okay, so Jaden's asking my favorite lure. Jaden, I would tell you that my favorite lure. Oh man, it's a good question. I was hoping I was gonna think of something. Dang. You know, I like topwaters because I think they're really cool to fish with. It's really fun catching fish on topwater, but it's really, really hard to say. I like a whole bunch of lures. It's really hard to say. Love the videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really glad. I love that you're here. You left-handed fishing with a right-handed rod. Yeah, it's interesting. What do you call that when you can do both sides? Well, here's the thing. I fish right with a bait caster and then left with a spinning rod. I couldn't tell you the reasoning behind that or whatever. I prefer topwater fishing. It is really fun. Like a nice calm, like picture this, right? A calm evening, the sun's going down, the water's like glass, and you have a popper out there. It is, I can't see anything being better than something like that. You know what I'm saying? Ambidextrous, there you go. I didn't want to butcher the word. I wanted some visual proof. I was afraid. Collier at 1.93K subscribers. Holy cow. How about this? If we get to 2,000 subscribers in this stream, which would be the most insane thing, I don't even know what I would do. Celebrate. Celebrate. You jump in the water. I have to jump in the water at 150 likes apparently. Whoever made that up is just... But anyways. How many likes are we at anyway? I can't see anything. 125. Oh boy. Oh boy. I just subbed. Yes. Love to see it. Love to see it. Everyone should be a little more like you and get become part of the journey out here. 126. The best time to go fishing for largemouth bass between 6 and 7:30. Could be, unless it's really windy still. But usually that's a pretty good time. Or unless you're talking about topwater. Oh, just in general. Okay, yeah, no, that could be. That could be. That way the sun's not so... I love Lose. Lose is good. Lose isn't a bad brand. I don't think I have any of their stuff though, but I don't mind. 129. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy, isn't it? So I have to go swimming. The problem is, once this live stream's wrapped up in a little while, well not a little while, eventually, down the line, it's gonna be dark and it's not gonna be as warm as it was when I got here. He's done for. It's possible. I thought 150 was a safe bet, but apparently you guys are all legendary. You up north somewhere? I am. We got the whole family here. Love it! I saw Theron in here. Theron's in here. Andrew's in here. Gail's in here. Alexandra's in here. We got everybody in here. So I am up north. I'm in northern Ontario. So if you consider that north, then yes. Theron's around. Love to see it. Not my government name. That's what your name is on the chat. So I just wouldn't want the viewers to get confused or anything. Okay. Okay, the wind has calmed down a little bit. I'm very, very happy to say. The wind has calmed down. And there's a bass right there. No, man. I just lost another one. How many fish have I lost today? Does someone know how many fish I've lost today? It's a shame though, I know that. Dang. What lures do you have right now? I have split tail swim baits, I have paddle tail swim baits, I have worms, I have a spinner, I have spoons, and some twister tails, all pink, and a crankbait. I counted 6 fish that I lost. Everyone's saying I lost 6. That's a bad look. It's not my fault though. It's definitely not on me. That's embarrassing. What lake are you on? I am on Caribou Lake in Temagami. 5 to 7. I was hoping it was gonna be more like 2 or 3. So that's really unfortunate. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I gotta go, but I'll stay tuned. Thank you so much, Jaden, for being here. Have a good time doing whatever it is that you're doing. And yeah, I'll have to catch you next one. Have a fantastic evening. Gail didn't go with you. Rude. Gail's at home. I believe she was gonna do some cleaning. I wonder how that's going. But no, she didn't. There's only enough room in the kayak for one of us. We should get a 2-person kayak, maybe. No, he just took my tackle box. I didn't take it. It was given to me. Everything's fine. Cole, trust me, buddy. Wild fluke weightless on a Texas rig. White fluke weightless on a Texas rig. Hope you catch some more fish, Jaden. Or you're Jaden. I'm Cole J. Hope you catch some more fish. I hope so too. I will. Look, here's the thing. The sun's going down. Prime time is upon us. This is a great lake and the wind is going down. Everyone liked the stream. He jumps in the water at 150 likes. Eli's back. Eli! I caught a bass. Everyone in the comments can attest to it. You owe us 20 push-ups. What state? Super beautiful. I'm in Canada, Ontario, and it is beautiful. It's lovely. You should see the sun right now. Big Nick coming in soon. I'm very glad. Have a blessed day, buddy. You too, Chris. You too. You too. No, it's a great time. I'll show you the sunset, okay? All right, I'm making the video, Cole. Let's go, Eli. Let's go. Check this out. Check this out. Look at that. That's what I'm viewing currently. Using Cinco. Here's the Cinco. The swimbait's been doing me good though. I don't know. I feel really good about the swimbait right now. I'm gonna keep it for a little while longer, but if I keep losing fish, which apparently the number is 6, so I've heard, then maybe I will have to switch to something else to get some more fish. Maybe a crankbait? Well, I know everyone's saying Senko, so I can't just go against it. But I feel like maybe a crankbait, that way when these fish bite, maybe there's, they're just like, they bite it quick enough. They'll still, they'll still get it, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get on them here in a minute. But in the meantime, have you ever been to Minnesota? I haven't, but a lot of people from the last stream said that Minnesota was a really good place to catch fish in, and so that'd be great. Someone caught a 50-inch muskie in Minnesota from the last stream, which is just crazy. So if I ever end up in Minnesota, I'll definitely make an effort to get fishing. It is, yeah, right on. Right on, I'll have to go there. Expand my my species, because I keep on just repeatedly catching bass and pike, which is still really fun, but 136 likes. Oh geez. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, 137, 138. What's going on here? Oh boy. You You guys are a bit crazy. I liked. Thank goodness, because we're getting dangerously close to 150. So I don't know what to make of this situation I'm in. But anyway. Okay, let's do something fun in the meantime. While I catch bass, 139, fantastic. While we catch bass here, I have a question for everybody watching. What are some good would you rather questions that I should answer? Because I find them quite fun. And I'm sure a lot of you have some nice questions you can ask. So I'd love to hear it. I want some good ones. Some that really make you think, you know what I mean? We'll get them wrong. Thank goodness for my glasses, by the way. I would be in serious trouble without them, for real. There's a rocky point over to my right, I think. 10 lakes away from getting eaten by a pike. If I get eaten by a pike, it's not my fault. If you never see me again, it's because I got eaten by a pike. Would you rather catch a 30-pound bass or a 150-pound catfish? I'm going to say 30-pound bass, just because then I would be a record holder for bass, and I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, 30-pound bass. I love that. Good question. What would you rather? Because 150-pound catfish would be sick, but I feel like it'd almost be like, I feel like a catfish being that big would almost be like intimidating, frightening. You know what I mean? I don't know. Bass for me though. For sure. All right. Would you rather use only pink lures or only use pink lures? Option one. Eli's done his push-ups. Congratulations, Eli. I think Eli deserves a round of applause for doing 20 push-ups. I think that's fantastic. Many more to come, Eli, so, stay tuned. Would you rather lose one very expensive bait, but every 6 months, or use non-expensive bait every other week? I would 100% lose one expensive bait every month. For sure, I'd go with that. And the reason is because I pretty much do that anyways, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I do. But how long of stream left? It's hard to say. But the sun looks really nice. Anywho, it's currently almost 8 p.m. I don't know, I think maybe you're like around 9 or maybe close to 9. We'll have to see. But I can't be too dark when I go for my swim, otherwise you won't be able to see it, which... Jaden's back! Jaden, welcome back! Just a quick little break there and you're back. Love to see it. 142 likes, it's just crazy. Where's that shout out? Eli the fisherman, I am officially shouting you out as a legendary member of the fishing adventure who has completed 20 push-ups. You are a legend. Shout out to Eli. Did you catch anything? Not while you were gone. I made a wonderful journey across the lake to this nice rocky point. And so now that you're here, I can catch some more fish. Everyone liked the stream. Carter subscribed. Carter, welcome to the adventure. I'm really glad you're here. Everyone should be like you, Carter, I think. Do you know what noodling is? I don't. Would you rather catch 250-pound muskie or 250-pound pike? I like the live. Thank you, Jaden. You just contributed to my misfortune of swimming. But as far as the 150-pound question, for me, I'm gonna say muskie, just because I think that'd be really impressive. And I've never caught a muskie before, so what a great first muskie that would be. You know what I mean? 46 people in the stream. Right on. Welcome everybody. You're all here for a great reason because I am gonna catch a bass right now. And we're just having a great time. Like what a lovely time we're having, you know what I mean? Would you rather use a chatterbait with a craw? I want a different program. Would you use a chatterbait with a craw swimmer? I would. Normally with a chatterbait, I would go with more of a swim bait kind of style trailer. But, you know, I would. I wouldn't say I wouldn't. Would you rather bacon, unlimited bacon, but no games, or games, unlimited games, but no games? I don't know how to respond. I don't even know, it didn't even process. I want unlimited bacon, is that an option? 250-pound muskie or 250-pound pike? Again, I'm gonna go with the muskie for the same reasoning. Only burger or never burger? I guess never, because as hard as that is for me to say, as somebody who really enjoys a good hamburger every now and again, it's hard for me to say that, but I can't only have hamburgers, you know what I mean? That'd be a massive health issue, I think. You should do a camping stream? That would be sick. Now that would be sick. Maybe I'll just do a 24-hour camping stream out on this lake. Why not? You know what I mean? Owen Campbell is in the chat. Owen Campbell, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm catching bass on only pink lures. So, one like away. Oh goodness gracious. If you're ever in Hamilton, I'll go fishing with you. I have my own rig. Right on. Hamilton, okay. You know what, I actually do go to Hamilton every now and again. So if I'm ever there, you know, maybe we could head out, do a fishing challenge in our kayaks. That'd be kind of cool. Camping stream, yes. Maybe. Who's to say? Would you rather... Oh, 2 likes away from jumping in the water. Unbelievable. You guys are legends. I guess that's just it. Would you rather eat every pike you catch for the rest of your life or never catch a pike again? Interesting question. That's tough. It's like, it's 2 negatives, you know? It's not like one's better than the other. It's like they both suck. The both options are bad. But I can't eat all of the pike I catch. That's just annoying. Because I have to keep them all the time and clean them, and that's too much of a burden. Dang. I caught a 6-pound bass before. Smallmouth or largemouth? I think either way, it's a big bass. Are you my homie? Homie. I don't know. We are... I don't know. What even is a homie anyway? What is the definition of homie? Would you rather die or never die? It depends. When would I have to, you know, pass away? Immediately? Or just in my natural stage, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just live forever. It's fine. I'll just live forever. Well, according to the messages I'm currently reading, 150 likes has been achieved. And guess you're going for a swim. Okay, great. Great! So I'm going for a swim. What's new in my life? I'm not, okay, Andrew Little wants me to get in the water immediately. Let's just make something very pertinently clear. I announced this earlier. I will not be jumping out of my kayak, okay? I can't risk losing my friends or anything like that. But at the end of the stream, I'll go to shore where I started, and I'll set you guys up so you can watch me plunge for whatever reason. Who even came up with that idea anyways? Whoever did, you just inspired something quite interesting. Good gracious. How's there not fish here? He said he'll jump in from the kayak, trust me. Don't trust that comment. It is a lie. Okay, we're on. It's a good one. We're on and it's a good one. We're on and it's a good one. It is a really good one. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's in! Yeah! Uh-oh. Dangerous situation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead before I show you the fish. I might have overreacted slightly. It's a good one. It is a good one. It's bigger than the last one, so in comparison, it's a good one. For someone that's caught 11-pound bass, you might not be as, you know, as shocked as I might be. It's a good one though, okay? It's a good one. It's not bad. It's dink. Okay. It felt bigger when I first set the hook on, I'm gonna be honest, but it's bigger than the last one, so. Look, if I hold them closer, you'll think bigger is better. Look, we're on the right track, okay? The last one was smaller, this one's bigger. That means, theoretically, the next one's gonna be even bigger, so. We're in for a good time, but you should have seen him jumping around. That's why I wish I had the GoPro view. Boom! Damn tank, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Someone knows their bass. Here he goes. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What will you do at 200 likes? Good question. I have nothing to say. We're just gonna let that one sit. I was summoned in a ritual by Theron Little. Theron, thank you for your summoning. Yo, my PB bass is a largemouth 4-pounder. That's a good one. I haven't caught a largemouth that big, so I don't fish for them very often. But, I mean, that's a good one. I'd love to catch more largemouth. I really would. I just don't get after them that often. I've really drifted quite far. Throw out one of your favorite lures into the water and jump. What? I can't do that myself. Maybe I'll throw a popper. Nah. I don't know. 200 likes. I don't even know if we can get there anyways. Actually, I shouldn't underestimate. Definitely shouldn't underestimate. My PB largemouth is 7 or 8. Well, which one is it? You know? I assume you didn't have a scale, so you're just guessing like me. In which case, it might be rounded up. I don't know. I used to have a scale, but I lost it, so. What is your PB? Mine's a 53-pound halibut, which I caught when I was 11. Well, that's quite a fish to catch at 11 years old. My PB ever is a 34.5 pound, 34.5 inch pike, which is probably just over 10 pounds. My largest, pounds, and my largest bass is probably 5-ish pounds. Yeah, you're cooked. No, it's possible. It's possible. Just got a catfish on Lake Temiskaming with my brother and nephew. Right on! A catfish, okay. Are you out there right now still? Maybe not. You probably got back. Is that what you're going for? Or are you going for walleye? Because catfish just seem to find your baits when you're not fishing for them. That's the way it seems to me. But anyway, it's all good. I've been making fishing lures. I've been making fishing lures like jigs and starting spinners and so I can't even flies. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So you sell them? Do you sell them or do you just make them for yourself? What am I fishing for? I'm fishing for bass, smallmouth bass. Big ones too, ideally. Going for walleye, and yes, we're out here right now, watching you catch fish. That's pretty cool to me. So you're on Lake Temiskaming catching catfish and walleye, and I'm out here bass fishing, and we're just hanging out. That's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do sell them. Right on. That's cool. Maybe you can sponsor one of my videos. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? My largest fish was a massive sturgeon. Wow. You ever catch lake trout or any other kind of trout? Not really. I've never caught a lake trout. I know every time you ask me if I caught a fish, it ends up being no. Unfortunate. I need to expand my horizons. No. Well, I've caught brook trout though. I'll say that. Small ones. What combo are you using? I'm using the Abu Garcia Max Pro right now, which is pretty nice. I just got it this year, which is Awesome. What lake you at? I am at Caribou Lake in Temagami, Northern Ontario. Yeah, I meant cod. Right on. I'm in Iowa. What kind of fish? Oops. I just snagged my other rod. Anywho, what kind of fish you catch in Iowa? If I can figure out my rig, goodness gracious. I caught a catfish. Doesn't say catfish, does it? Goliath grouper a couple months ago. That is a crazy fish. Goliath grouper is a crazy fish. Like, yeah. That'd be fun to catch too. Hector says, yo. Hey Hector, what's going on? How you doing? I like catching trout, bass, smallmouth, walleye, bluegill, catfish, and a lot of other stuff. So do I. So do I. I agree with that 100%. I like catching all kinds of fish. I'd love to get out and catch some muskie and some other fish like that, you know, just start catching more species. What line are you using? This is big line. This is heavy line. Since normally I fish pike on this rod, but it's 20-pound fluorocarbon. My other rod's 12-pound fluorocarbon. Where did you say you live? I live in Northern Ontario, in Canada. That is where I'm located. Okay, I gotta get back over to this point because there's fish over by this point. The grouper was a small one, it was 17 pounds. Yeah, I know they get huge. But 17 pounds is a nice one to catch. You should make a light goal for every stream and do something at that point. You like those light goals, don't you? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I just don't know what I'd do. Thank goodness you're here to give me that great idea of a plunge. But it's not a bad idea. I think it's an interesting thing. Just stumbled upon your channel. Seems fun. Sending positive vibes. Good hanging around with you guys. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. You know, we're just trying to have a good time. All of us are here. You know, talking, chatting, hanging out, having a great evening. So they're good vibes in here. It's a good time. It's a great place to be. You know what I mean? Nice and peaceful. Never fished Canada. Tight lines, brother. It's a great place. And look at the sun going down behind me. It's just lovely. It is. Let the viewers choose what I do at 200 likes. I don't know. I'm afraid. Do you do mods? Not at this moment in time. I haven't really. Eventually I would though. Eventually for sure I would like to. But for right now I'm just kind of sticking with the basic setup. But we'll get there for sure. It's a great idea. Thank you for your cool attitude, everyone. Yeah, you know what? It's great, eh? Everybody can just hang out and chat. Everyone from all over reunited at Cole J Fishing Adventures. Love to see it. Jump in at 200 likes. I'm already jumping in. For some reason, my life jacket's not. For some reason, I got roped into jumping in the water. What kind of kayak you got? I got a basic kayak. It's called the Journey 10 SS fishing kayak, and it's basic. It's a really basic one, but it does the job. Kayak side shot with cam. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. It'd be nice to have some more cameras on the action so you guys can see what I'm seeing on some of these fish, which are just incredible fish, really. It's an incredible view. It really is something else. You gotta fish all night to get out of jumping. I'm not gonna cower away. I'm really not. I'm not a coward. I will jump in the water no matter what happens. But I gotta catch some more fish first so we can get Eli to do more push-ups and so that I can have And so that I can prove some of you wrong that initially voted that I wouldn't catch more than 5 fish. I have to catch more than 5 fish. I do. Where are you fishing at? I am fishing in northern Ontario, Canada, in Temagami at a little lake called Caribou Lake. You know a guy named Gabe? Gabe Owners? I apologize if I'm reading that incorrectly. He lives in Ontario. I don't know. I don't. I wonder who made him jump. I don't know. I don't know. Someone had a great idea though, and now I'm stuck having to do it. But it's okay. It'll be a fun time. It'll be a good way to end. Don't say his name fast. Good call. What did I miss? Grumpy bass? You missed a lot. I don't even know where to begin. It's been good. You play rugby? I don't. 162 likes? Wow. Okay, so if we can hit, well, I don't know, 200 likes would be quite the thing. It might have been me. Eli, it was you that recommended this? My God. Hector, look at the sky, the view, the trees, and the scenery. You know, for me, this is what it's all about. Dude, absolutely. You're absolutely correct. Take a look at this. It's amazing, isn't it? It almost looks like a green screen. It's just awesome. And I'm out here just fishing for bass, hanging out with my friends, and there's this going on. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. It really is. And so I'm here for it. Is that a public pond or lake? It is. So I just came from a public boat launch kind of thing. It's not really a boat launch. You could launch a boat, but it's more like a gravel slope, and anyone can come in here. Just that no one else is here because I don't know. They just don't want to do that. Anyway, everyone subscribe. He's doing a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. That's true. It's a good reminder. If you subscribe now, you can get in on the action early. Get me to 2,000, and a giveaway is coming your way. I'll have to make a video about it, and then, you know, as long as you're subscribed, you'll know when the video is coming out, and you can have a chance to you know, win some free stuff. I'm taking the wife carp and bass fishing in a few minutes. Right on. Sounds like a good night. I hope you catch some big carp. Here's the lure, Hector. A little paddle tail swim bait, pink. Here, take a closer look. Anyways, that's what we got. It's been doing good so far. You're 5K subs away from that. From 5K subs away. What are you talking about? You caught anything yet? I did, actually. I caught a bass earlier. I caught 2 bass so far on the evening. I actually forgot about the first one somehow. But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I have to catch more than 5 because I have to prove some people wrong, and I have to prove some people right. At the start of this live stream, I don't know if the poll is still up or not, but I asked everybody if they thought I could catch more than 5 fish or less. And there's about 60% thought I could, 40% thought I couldn't. So we're gonna go and catch 5. Thanks, man. Seems good. I really hope you get a 10-pound smallie. That would be almost record breaking. The jig head's red though. The jig head's pink. Come on. Come on. It's pink from where I'm sitting. You want me to stay with you on the journey? Right on, Eli. Well, you're gonna have to witness me, first of all, catch bass. And then at the end, of course, I guess I'm going swimming. Gosh darn. Well, it's whatever. You know what? Eli's doing push-ups. I'm going swimming. It's a fair trade and everybody's happy. Right? I think so. I made my own I make my own handmade crappie and bass jigs. Bass jigs! That's cool. How do you even go about that? I always thought that'd be cool to make custom lures and stuff, but I don't know. The furthest I go is by making like soft plastics and stuff. That's a lot easier. But that's really cool. That's really cool. Will you make a vid or short of the clip of you jumping in? Maybe. Maybe. I might. We'll have to see. Maybe if it's really eventful. If not, it'll just be an exclusive event, I guess. All right, a 5-pounder. It's all good, my friend. We're getting to 5. We're getting to 5-pounder. Hector said we are. I'm currently paddling right now to a spot that I missed like a few bass last time I came here. So honestly, this is gonna go really well for me. Okay, for real. Hey, I'm new to kayaking and I got an 8-foot kayak and I'm 6'2". That matters. Just need some advice. My advice to you is that I really hope that you're okay at balancing. That's my advice to you. Because I'm not the greatest, but I can still manage to do this. So I think you should be okay. It really does depend though on the kayak that you have. Like if it's a little wider or if it's a sit-in kayak, that could be a problem. But it depends on the kayak. But it's definitely possible. You just have to be. Ideally, you get things figured out before you get in the kayak, so you're doing less movement. I almost flipped over because ain't no kayaking in my lake. You must live in a big lake. If I went on your lake, I'd probably capsize. Like you gotta have a thread and making them channel. Okay, precision jigs. We'll have to check you out and see how you're making these lures, because that's pretty cool. Hey man, I mean, I'll have to swing by your channel. But if you want to send me, so wait, hold on. Do you sell them? That's my question to you. Our brother keeps fishing in the boat. Can we throw him overboard? He keeps farting in the boat. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Get rid of him. There's no farting in the boat. Overboard. Overboard. Cole J gives you permission to throw him overboard. Help him back in the boat, of course. We don't want any accidents to happen, but make sure he suffers some sort of consequence. Gosh. Oh, got a 12-foot pelican strike. I don't know my kayaks too well, so I don't know exactly what that would look like, but I know pelican's a good brand anyway. Sit on top of, okay. That's better. Sit on top of way better. I don't even know if you can like really fish in a sit-in kayak. I wouldn't. I'm going fishing spot. Just joined back. Have you caught anything yet? Any updates? I have some updates for you. I do. I caught 2 bass so far, and I'm currently at one of the best spots in the whole lake, for real. This is where I caught a few bass last time I came here. I also missed a whole bunch. So it's gonna go down. 6'2" guy, you would love a bigger kayak. Yeah, you know, bigger kayaks are never really a bad thing, unless there's some sort of constraint as far as how big of a kayak you can get for, you know, carrying it and stuff like that. But if you can, and if you have the means of transportation, a bigger one is not a bad thing. That's what I will say. I mean, I'm going to the best fishing spot. Okay, Carter, catch a tank. This is me wishing that you catch a 10-pound bass. Just like Hector wished that I did. Good luck. It's gonna be good. Oops. It's gonna be good. There's a nice rocky point right here. The sun's going down. Oh man, we're just getting started out here. You know what I mean? We're just getting started. What a night. Has the wind calmed down any? It has. I'm very thankful that I can say that the wind is pretty much gone at this point. Thank goodness. So now is my time to really shine. I was gonna say that, Matthew, but I wouldn't want to think I'm body shaming or something. Body shaming? No. 6'2". I wouldn't mind being 6'2" myself. Nothing wrong with that. I'm 6'3" myself. Hector's tall. 6'3" is nice. You know what? All heights are good. As far as my height, I'm 5'10". So I fit quite comfortably in my small little kayak. But anyway, a few more inches onto my height wouldn't be a bad thing. That's what I think. Anyway. But you know, it's good. It's good. Okay. Don't jinx it. Yeah, definitely not. I'm impossible. Here we go. Here we go. There's a couple docks. He's farting. Who is? Not me. I would never fart. I wouldn't want to get thrown overboard like some of our other, like someone's brother. If someone said to you, you can have one thing to eat in the world, and that's the only thing you could eat, what would it be for the rest of your life? Good question. I like these thinking questions. You know what I mean? I'm snagged on somebody's dock right now. You have to go in and get it. But one food for the rest of my life? I don't know, maybe steak. I like steak. I don't mind steak. Steak is nice, so I'm gonna say steak. Why not? I still may just come back. Hope you catch something big on this spot. I'm going to. I can assure you. How do you feel about having to jump in the water because we passed 150 likes? I feel like you were able to get me to 150 likes, so it is what it is, I guess. It's gonna be eventful though. How many have you caught? I got 2 plus a whole bunch of lost fish. So that's good. I've lost more than I've caught. That's for sure. Yeah. Dang snags. I know. It's usually better when you don't snag like a dock or something. But you know, it's all good. Pan-fried salmon with pasta on the side. Oh, I just missed one. We're going back in. Oh man. You totally never had to. You've totally never caught a dock. What the heck was that sound? Someone's playing a trumpet, I think. That was weird. There's the best cast of the day right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on, surely. Surely. Goodness gracious. Okay, the plan is this. I'm gonna fish the rest of the shoreline. This wind is kind of taking me on a drift. And then as soon as I get back to the launch, I'm gonna have to go swimming. Thanks to everybody here. Have you ever noticed from boat or kayak, you cast shore and then when you're on shore, you cast out to the deep? Yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting. You have to fish completely. And I don't know what's better, to be honest. I feel like fishing from a kayak or boat would be better. I think it's easier to, you know, to angle it. Fortnite Gamer says, yes, sir. Appliance Repairman said hi. Hello, sir. Hello, Appliance Repairman. Welcome to the journey. What's your PB? So what kind of PB are we talking here? Like ever? My biggest ever? There's the smallest fish ever on my line right now. But my biggest bass is 5 pounds. 5 pound smallmouth. What lake you at right now? I am at, well, does that mean you'll have to drive back soaking wet? Yes. Yes, it does. I'll have to drive back. It's a 40-minute drive, by the way. Completely, like, full of water. Everything's going to be a nightmare, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all in the spirit of Cole J Fishing Adventures. Everything's fine. What lake am I at? I'm at Caribou Lake in Temagami. And back, I had to go help my dad. Welcome back, Jaden. We're back, and we are gonna catch fish like never before. Somebody's been, dang, that sucks. I feel bad now. That sucks. No, it's fine. You know what? Because I think by the time everything's all said and done, you know, maybe I'll be dry enough. Do you know what I mean? That's just me being optimistic, of course. I don't know if that's gonna be the truth or not. Most likely not. It's fine. You know what? I'm unfazed. Did you jump in? No. That's gonna be the very last thing I do because I don't want to be all wet when I'm in my kayak. He's going too soon. Yeah, I'm gonna coast the rest of the shoreline, however long it takes, catch all the bass I can on the way. And then once I get back, I mean, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and set you up on the camera and jump in the water. There's a beaver right there. Check the beaver out. Ah, he dove down. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Yeah, you would miss it. If you do happen to miss it, this live stream will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you do happen to miss it, you can always check back in after and you can watch it from there. Jump in before your battery dies. Yeah, I'm at like 23%, so I'll have to figure it out. But how far are you from Martin River? Right now, maybe an hour. I'm not far, and I'm only that far away right now because oh wait, no. Maybe I'm losing my geographical senses. I'm not far though. I'm just here to watch you jump in the lake. I believe that's the first chat from Nick. Nick just wants to see me jump in the water. Fantastic. Oh. Jump, come on. Not from the kayak. Last time I went to the spot, I caught loads of bass. Good stuff. And you're going back tonight. Cast a wacky in that tree branch in the water behind you. Okay. I'll take you up on that. I've been kind of thinking I might want to switch off the swim bait anyways. That gives me a good reason to. I just subscribed today and I can't wait to watch more. Absolutely. In fact, first of all, welcome to Cole J Fishing Adventures. Welcome to the journey. It's always a great one. I just uploaded a fantastic fishing challenge with me and my cousin. So if you haven't seen that, David, howdy. How you doing, mate? I'm fishing. Okay, so you don't have to get on my case as far as that goes. But way to keep me in check though. FYI, I'm subscribed. Birch and Bullet. I can't screw this up. Birch and Bullet is subscribed. Much appreciate that. It is a good time to be here. We're in the prime right now. And there's a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So it's actually the best time to subscribe that's ever been. As long as you can handle yourself in deep water, kayak fishing is a totally fun experience. Yeah, I think so. It is, and there's different types of kayaks you can get. I have the most basic kayak, so it's kind of. You didn't cast in there? I'm casting in there right now. Here, I'll go back over there though. I am kind of going away, but. Are you on Fish Brain? I'm not. Tell me a little more about Fish Brain, actually, because there goes the beaver. I've heard about Fish Brain. I think it's like it tells you where to fish and stuff like that. I think. I don't know much about it. Okay, we're in the tree branches. So it's all good. With my wacky rig. Even better. Oh boy. Get back to shore, less than 20%. Not quite. Not quite. I still have a little bit. You should post photos of fish you caught, and it shows fish caught in your area. Oh, okay. A sun dolphin? It is a... Wait a minute, is it? It says Journey 10 SS on my kayak. But I don't... Actually, it is a sun dolphin. Fantastic guess. Okay, I gotta change this up. Okay, my battery shows 20%, so I have to click this button here. Stay with me here for just a moment. I need to click this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got 20% battery. I'm gonna keep on heading down. There's a really nice island, kind of like rocks out here, and so that's what I'm gonna go fish right now. Try to get my numbers as high as possible before I go and make this plunge. Goodness gracious. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Now, here's the question. Also, what bait they use to catch the fish. That I'd use to catch fish? I caught it on the swim bait. If that's what you're asking. Please. Please what? Uh-oh. Please jump in, probably? You probably do want me to jump in the water, don't you? I assume so. Come on. What am I missing? You want me to jump in? Is that what it is? I have a Natives 12.5 with trolling motor. Yeah, that would be something good, you know? Or foot pedals, eh? The foot pedals are cool too. My old account that had 200 followers. Lost my old account that had 200 followers. How did you lose it? That sucks. That sucks. So you lost all your videos and everything. Do you know the GTO is? GTO. What is that? What is the GTO? That's my question. Okay, let's get on some bass. It is how the way it has to be. Yeah, pedals are sick. But you know, I've seen some really crazy fishing kayaks out there that are like, you know, they've got trolling motors and fish finders and like, just crazy what you can do. Banned by an old guy thinks I'm messing with him by getting mixed up with a lure name. That is too bad. It really is, truly. There's a YouTube channel, but I don't post anything. Okay, right on. Why not? Why don't you just post? I love the GTR. What's a GTO? I don't know. Me personally, I'm not sure. I've never heard of that. Is your sunset as nice as ours on Temiskaming? It was really nice, but right now it's gone. It's behind the clouds where I am, so I can't see it. But it was really nice. Okay. Come on, man. That's a wild way to get banned. I agree with you, Hector. I think that is a wild way to get banned. It's really too bad. Okay. Okay. Come on, man. There's a little bit left and I have to jump in the water. Unbelievable. I would now like to take a moment to thank everybody who's been here watching the stream. I'm really glad you're here with me. We can chat. And I can just have a fun time fishing and chatting with all my friends. You know, it's a good night. Fishing with Tito. Hi everyone. Tito! How are you doing? Nail one. Brady? I'm going to. Don't worry. However, I do feel like I want to go back to the swim bait. I just feel like the swim bait and I have unfinished business. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Grumpy Bass, thanks for welcoming in Tito with the nice fist bump emojis. This swim bait always gets stuck on my rod. There we go. Okay. We thank you. You're a good one. You're a good guy. You're a cool guy. And it's nice hanging with you and fishing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay. All right. We need... I think it's time to jump in. Just about. I only have a little bit more to go, but I'm gonna skip some of this. Focus, losing daylight. To swim? I guess that's true. All right. What's two with boat plastic lures for lures real fast? What's two with best for large? What's the best plastic lure for? There we go. I think one of the best ones is a Senko. I do personally. I think bass absolutely love a Senko or something like it. Worms are of course really good, and you can rig them all sorts of different ways. And so, don't have a good day, have a great day. Carter. Truer words have never been spoken. Have a great day. You may as well. You're having a day as it is. Just make it great, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna head back. It's happening. To everybody that's been waiting for this moment, it's finally happened. You can stop waiting for it. I'm going to the launch, and I'm going to jump in. I know. Have you been to Turtle Lake? Turtle Lake is just over there, and I have not. However, I was thinking that it would be fun to go to Turtle Lake one of these days, because it's so close to here, and the cell service is really good, and so I can bring my adventures to you guys live, and we can chat. He's just as excited as we are, trust me. Yes, I am thrilled to be all wet, driving back home 40 minutes. No, it's okay. I'm actually unfazed because I'm going to have a great day instead of a good day. Man of your word. Absolutely. That's one thing that I would never do, is go against my own word. You know what I mean? So you can trust the fact that if I had an agreement, it's darn well going to happen. Yo, I don't see any exaggeration. Yeah. You haven't seen nothing yet, man. I'm about to jump in the lake off of a rock or something. You know, you guys are witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime moment here. And thanks to Eli, if you're still around, to give me this fantastic idea. And honestly, thanks to everybody for being here and subscribing and liking the video and getting me all the way up to 150 so I can provide this entertainment. Go climb the fire tower. One of these days, me and Gail are gonna climb the fire tower. We are. Wait, no. We're climbing the toboggan tower. Is that a different thing? I don't know. It's probably the same thing. All-time country boy just subscribed. Welcome, all-time country boy. I am an all-time fishing guy, so we're gonna get along great. Welcome here. Grumpy Bass says welcome. Love that. Next live stream, have a goal of 200 jump in. Perhaps, because we know we can get to 150 now, so it's no longer a challenge. Well, it is a challenge. You know, I can't be giving away these live stream plunges for nothing, you know? Snipe the Snipe said hi. What's up, y'all? Welcome. I'm about to jump in the water, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for this disaster. It's at 176. Holy cow. Goodness gracious. Do you crappie fish? I don't. The only reason I don't crappie fish is because there's no crappie where I am right now. I have to go down south quite a ways to get crappie, so I don't, but they're fun to catch. I've caught them before. I got a new rod today. Nice. What kind of rod did you get? Hey, Tuck, you came just in time. You did, Tuck. I tell you what. I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before. I'm going swimming on a live stream for all my friends to bear witness to. But I don't know what reason. No good reason. It is what it is. It's going to be a good time. And we're practically here. I know you can't tell, but we're within 20 feet from shore. 1.998K subscribers? Really? Is that for real? Holy cow, if we can get to 2,000 right now. If we can get to 2,000 in this stream, I feel like I have to do something. Favorite fish you caught? I haven't caught a ton of fish. I haven't caught as many fish as I'd like to say I've caught, but I mean, I've caught pike, I've caught bass. Bass are fun, bass are always fun. But Sean just subscribed, love to see it, welcome. Wow, he grew his channel a lot this stream. That's what I'm saying, a 1.96, yeah. It's been a good stream. And how cold is the water? It's not warm. It's not warm by any means. I have to go with bass myself. Bass are fun, and there's all kinds of bass. Largemouth, smallmouth, striped bass, silver bass, you know what I mean? So, okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. I just gotta get on land here so I can set you up so you can bear witness to this. Oh dear, it's not good. Okay, can you see me all right? To 100K and beyond, goodness gracious. Okay, so here we go. Can you see the rock here? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go in off that rock, I don't know. Off the rock, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get this over with before something goes wrong. Okay, check the pockets. Good call, because I have my truck keys in here. I would have been all wet and I would have had no way to get home. That would have been the worst. All right, off we go then. Golly gee. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Let's position myself a little bit more right here. Oh, Christ. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, jeez. I have my glasses on. Pause. Can't be losing these glasses. All right. Wait, stream's blurry. Uh-oh. Hector's ready. Okay, let's just do this. Oh boy! You guys did this to me. This was not my decision. Right. Well, bombs away. Gah! Oops. Oh! Ah! Damn! Ah! Ah! Okay. So that's done. That's that. The water got whiskey in it. No, but the ground's got rocks in it. Oh my gosh. Dude has heart all right. That's what I'm saying. LOL, good job. Nick, I'm sure you'll be thrilled. That's all you were here for anyway, so. Stay in the water for 2 minutes for 2,000 subscribers. Well, I mean, are we there? Because if we are, something's got to give. You good? I've never been better. Let's take it like this, right? Carter has suggested that we have a great day instead of a good day. I'm breathing heavy due to all the excitement. Whew! Okay, well, with that being done, oh my goodness, it gets cold when you're out of the water. Remember, don't have a good day, have a great day. Quote of the day from Carter Grogan. Don't have a great day. Excuse me. Don't have a good day, have a great day. My phone is at 13%. So it's okay. But I think, Jaden, thanks for being here. That was awesome. Thanks for sticking around. I chose to jump off the highest rock because I didn't want to be a coward and jump off the little rock. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all the comments, all the people chatting, and everyone here bearing witness to this adventure. I got to fish in Ontario a few years ago, funnest week in a long time. Ontario is one of the most prime spots for fishing. It really is lovely. Cole, brother, thank you for have a great stream. Well, thank you for being here. It wouldn't be a great stream without all my friends being a part of it. But anyway, it's been a great time. Thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you for everyone who subscribed, everyone who liked the video. 176 likes. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you guys are the reason I'm all wet right now, so thanks to that. But yeah, peace out, everybody, and I will catch you in the next one. Cole J out.